Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because I actually have my wonderful friend James joining me, and we are going to be discussing a book that we've both read called Under the Hammer by Samantha Dooey Miles. I just wanted to pop on before we get into my chat with James about the book, just to say that obviously I'm filming in a slightly different location, different room in my house. We are going to attempt to be using natural light in this video because it's such a beautiful day, so if the lighting does change, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, we just want to get as much sunlight as possible. I think that's everything I have to say, so without any further ado, let's get into my discussion with James. Okay, hello, here we are. So this is my lovely friend James, who's also an actor. That's how we met, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
How long ago? Over 10 years?
Over 10 years,
Over
yeah.
10
we
years.
did some radio plays first, I think it was.
Yeah, that's right. We both just have like a love of books. And actually, it is our friend Samantha that has written this. Get the book out. Get the book in.
There we go.
So it's Samantha Dooey Miles that has written Under the Hammer. I keep going to say Holmes Under the
Yeah.
Just Under the Hammer, it's called. And she has written a couple of plays. Well, I've been in two of her plays now, but you're in
I'm in one of them just now, yeah.
Plays. We're both in one of her plays just now, called
Matthew's Ghost.
Matthew's Ghost. God, thank God, I could not remember that. The name? Called Matthew's Ghost. We're literally
just performed it last week.
I know, and we're doing it on Friday.
We're doing it this week.
So that's good. So. That's a good start. Yeah, so we're in Samantha's play Matthew's Ghost. So we know her personally, and then we're both really excited when we found out she was bringing out a book. And we thought it might be a good idea to both read it and then just chat about it on here. Thankfully, we both liked it.
Yes, we did. Yes.
That'd be really awkward if we didn't.
We wouldn't be able to speak to Sam next time
No.
I saw her. We go, yeah, your book was, it's good.
Sam,
Well done.
if you're
Well
watching,
done.
we liked it.
Yes,
We
we
did
did.
really like it. So I've written down some like talking points, so we're just going to have a wee chat about it. So let's just get into it.
Okay.
So first of all, book synopsis. I'm going to give a synopsis and you can add on if you think I've really butchered this.
Okay.
So what I've written on my wee trusty iPad is Jemma experiences a run of unfortunate circumstances which leads her to take her anger out on the worst people on earth, landlords. I should have put in brackets, in her opinion.
In her opinion, yes.
But what do you think of that synopsis? Do you think that's fair?
No, I think that's fair. Yeah. There's a few things that actually happen to Jemma at the beginning of the book, and then it transpires that it's a lot to do with landlords.
Yeah,
and
basically.
the more she looks into it, the more landlords are quite an evil.
The crux of all evil.
The crux of all evil. An evil regime.
An evil regime, yeah. So I don't know what you thought. Themes that stuck out to me in this book for me were financial insecurity. Like I feel like that's where it kind of all starts.
Yeah.
Wealth and like class, and also deceit. I feel like everyone in this book has got another agenda or a double life.
There seems to be a lot of like secrets with the characters as
Loads
well.
of secrets.
It's quite hard to like any of the characters.
Yeah.
Jemma aside.
Yeah, but even her, sometimes I was
but there's a couple of bits where you kind of go, oh,
wait a minute.
Yeah. But most of the characters in the book are not likable at all. Because you've got our boss Brian, for example.
He's just a typical sleazy.
You see them everywhere.
Yeah.
Not
a nice guy.
Not a nice guy. Permatan.
Yes.
Goes to the gym, all that
Turkey
sort of
teeth
stuff.
and all
the
that.
turkey teeth, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like an influencer as well.
Oh well, trying to be.
Well, tries to be, yeah. And then even the landlords as well. So you've got Colin is one of them.
Colin, Willie. Pete, all typical landlord names.
Yeah,
basically
exactly,
any name you can think of that would be a landlord, that's their name in it, which I quite like.
And there's also there's this television program.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
How can we forget Malcolm?
So how can we forget Malcolm? So there's this TV show. Now is it called?
Fixer Uppers
Under the Hammer.
Yeah.
And I think we can guess what it's
and
based
what
on.
I keep going to say.
And it's kind of based on that program that you see, every day about 11 o'clock, half 12.
Not that you watch it.
Not that I watch it. Though weirdly enough, I did actually watch it over the weekend because it was on telly.
That's why I've not seen it.
It was on Meets or Specials. Yeah. It was really, it was funny watching it after reading the book.
Yeah.
Because Sam's actually got the program down to a T.
Oh really?
And even like the landlords. So there's quite a lot of landlords that basically, what's really annoying Jemma is the fact that landlords are making money. So they could actually do the house up and they could charge a reasonable amount for people, but they don't. They'll double the rent. They'll do £700 instead of it should be £350 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that really annoys Jemma. But quite funny. I was watching an episode of Holmes Under the Hammer during the weekend, And one of the scenarios was kind of like what Gemma was really annoyed about.
Interesting.
There was like a 2-bedroom house, and they said, oh, we can get a couple of people here, and they redeveloped the house, and basically they had one living room, one kitchen, but 7 bedrooms, and they rented out the bedrooms. And
That's so bad. Was this in like London or something?
It was. I think it was something like Hull or weirdly. No, it wasn't even in like in the centre of London.
I remember my best friend a while ago was living in what's it they call it, like a flat share or a house share or whatever. And like, so yeah, you rent a room.
Yeah.
You're not really renting. Like, well, you obviously you can use the kitchen and living room, but you're basically paying for the room.
Yeah.
And she was paying something like £500 to £600 for a room, and this was years ago, mind you. This wasn't recent. This was maybe, honestly, maybe a good 10 years ago, and I was just appalled by that. I just thought, that's disgusting.
It was quite scary.
I know.
And the fact is as well that the estate agent comes round and says, well, yes, I think, if we rent this out, it could be easily £600 per month. And the guy came in and went, no, I'm disappointed with that, I'm going to go 800. And I went, oh my god, it's in the book, it's in the book.
This is what she's talking about.
This is what she's talking about.
Well, we've kind of covered this then, I suppose,
Yeah.
but my first question was going to be, are landlords inherently evil?
Well, I would say, according to the book, yes.
Yeah, according to the book, yeah.
I mean,
Evil is a strong word, right?
Evil is quite strong, but I think it's more greed.
It's greed.
It's greed.
Definitely.
They know that they can make as much money as they can out of this, and again, at the end they exploit the people that actually need
the people in the system.
Yeah, and that's it, and that's just nationwide. That's everywhere. That's
everywhere.
Not just
no.
In Hamilton where the story is set.
Yeah. I think like I would say so. We've been voice noting as we were reading this book, and I was kind of saying like I've never really sat with that thought of like what landlords actually really do. Like I never really, the housing crisis and the fact that they are like buying up properties and sort of withholding these properties that could be used by people. I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of messed up when you actually really do think about it. It's like exploiting and profiting, and I know that's just capitalism. Anyway, you can say that about anything, but when housing is such a basic human need, it does feel extra slimy.
Yeah, it does. And again, that's one of the things that Sam does really well is that she actually, it's not a preaching thing or anything like that. It's just that these people exist. Yeah. And you kind of go, oh yeah.
Is that right?
Is that right? I mean, I don't suppose you need to kill them, I suppose.
Well, I wouldn't recommend that, but
for the purposes of the book, absolutely.
Yeah. But I wouldn't recommend it in everyday life. So my next question that I had for us to talk about is Jemma, the main character in the book, is she a reliable narrator? Because I thought she was up until maybe about halfway through, and then I started to go, oh, wait a minute, I don't know about you.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. The very beginning, you think, she is. Because she goes into a lot of detail about things.
She does.
Some eye-openers for myself.
It was a bit sexually explicit.
Yes. Her thoughts are quite sexually explicit. Yeah. And then, but you kind of go, well, yeah, because she's just telling you her story and what's actually happened. Person. It's quite interesting because she talks about her mum as well. Again, another dislikable character.
Yeah, mum and dad are both dislikable.
You just don't, because the dad's never there.
She's not present.
In the pub with his gout.
With his gout. That's funny.
That's why but she's really funny as well as a character because she comes away with a lot of good stuff.
She's very funny.
But she's also, again, I suppose there's a few things that happen at the very beginning with her best friend.
Oh yeah, Mara.
And Nicole.
Nicole. I think you say Nicole.
Nicole. Yeah. And you kind of go, well, is that because of her, or is it because those two again are dislikable characters? So, but when you go further in, and when she starts doing what she does, then you kind of go, well, wait a minute here.
Yeah, you're a bit dodgy
you are a bit dodgy as well, which I quite like.
I like it,
because it's kind of like, well, because then it makes you query towards the end. You go, well, what's going to happen here?
I know, because there's one, and we're not going to give any spoilers. No, should have probably said that off from the top. But there is one instance that happens that seems like fuzzy in Gemma's memory, and I'm a bit like, wait a minute, did you mean to do that?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. That was the oh my god.
That
moment.
was my switch. But I thought, wait a minute, I'm not sure about you.
That was my audible gasp moment
yes.
when I was reading that.
I had a few, and I had a few like laugh out loud moments.
Yes,
it's really funny.
It's really good, really funny.
So I guess again, kind of leading on to the next one. Do we think she's justified in her actions? So I think, as we've discussed, landlords, especially with the state of the world now and the housing crisis, can seem a bit slimy and like they're exploiting the system, I guess. And I definitely think that there should be repercussions, but I do think obviously she goes way over.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for the purpose of the book, is a form of entertainment. So therefore, there is that a little bit of out there-ness.
Yeah.
So you kind of go, well, yeah, they do deserve it because of what they do.
Yeah.
And the reasons behind it, apart from one, I think.
Yes,
apart from
I
one,
agree. I know what you're talking about.
But the reasons behind it actually do make sense. You kind of go, right, okay. And what happens as well? So I was quite interested to see. There's the murders are quite varied.
Yeah, they are.
What actually happens, and I quite like that as well. So I mean, obviously, in her mind, she feels justified in her actions. In the real life, absolutely not. But in the book, you can understand. Apart from one.
I know the one you're talking about. But I was like, you didn't need to do that.
But
that's a sin.
Yeah.
There are a few big twists in it. And we can skip to this one if you want then.
Okay.
So the ending, there's quite a couple, there's I would say probably two big twists. Again, we're not going to spoil anything, but we were talking about it just before we started recording, and the ending is a bit ambiguous.
Yes.
Something basically comes to light, like literally in the last 2 pages, that you're like, oh, okay, that changes things, and then you're kind of left not really knowing what happens. I personally quite like that.
Yeah.
Like, I really like an ambiguous ending. But what did you... Do you like
I like it because we have different
thoughts on what happens.
So therefore, I think it works.
That clearly works. Yeah.
I quite like that fact that I mean sometimes it depends on the type of book that you're reading. You kind of go, well, wait a minute, that's a get out. But this is not a get out.
No,
it
wasn't a get out.
Because you're figuring out what the hell's going to happen here at the end. And what's going to happen, and then. That happens, and then we've had 2 totally different opinions on it and reactions to it. Yeah. So I think, on the basis of this, absolutely,
it works.
It works.
I agree. So I think I just have like 2 more questions. What were your thoughts on the pacing? Because I would say it's very fast paced.
It's very fast paced.
It's quite short.
Yeah,
I
mean it's like 268 pages, I think it is. So at the very beginning,
you're straight in.
You're straight in, which I love.
Yeah, I like that.
I think again because it's only 268 pages, you kind of know, right? Well, this is you're going to get right into it. It's going to all happen quite quickly. Like if it's a 500-page book, you're going to get
a slow burn,
55 chapters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you kind of go, right, okay, strap yourself in. But with this, the pace goes really, really fast.
Really fast.
And then probably around about chapter 25, I think. It slows down a little bit. It's still quite a hefty pace, but it slows down just so you can go,
catch your breath.
Catch your breath. This is actually what's happening. But rather interestingly, the chapters got shorter.
That's true.
Which I found quite like. There's only towards the end. There's one big chapter towards the end. Now I love short chapters. I open a book and it's like 150 chapters and 200 pages. I'm like, heaven.
I know. I'm the exact same.
You know what I mean?
She'd be like, I read 5 chapters today, which is only like 5 pages.
5 pages, yeah.
But you're like,
I'm on chapter 12 now.
Yeah. No, I'm the exact same. I liked it. I think it worked for I think if it had been slow, I don't think that would have worked for this type of book. I think it needs to be snappy.
Because of the characters as well. All the characters that are in the book, it's that style.
Yeah, definitely.
It needs to be that way.
So my last question is about style as well. So there's mixed media in this. There's like TV inserts when she's watching Fixer Upper Under the Hammer. What were your thoughts on that, the little TV inserts?
I liked it.
You liked it?
I liked that because it was a little bit different.
Yeah, it was. It was different.
And I kind of like the fact that you were actually watching what Jemma was watching.
Yeah.
So you're kind of going, right, and then you're getting into like Gemma's mind a little bit by going, right, I don't like you because of this, that, and the next thing.
I don't... well, how do I feel about mixed media? It's not my favourite thing in the world. Like, sometimes I'm a bit like, and especially I think if there's too much of it and it doesn't seem necessary, I'm like, right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I do think in this case it did work. And it was quite short, like the mixed media bits were only a page or two long.
Well, that was the thing, it was just kind of like, it just helps with the chapter.
Yeah.
It's not they're not just putting it in just for the sake of putting it in.
No.
Which there is other books that do that, and
Yeah.
you kind of go, like, there's absolutely no need for this.
It's a device in this book that's like...
It's one of the reasons why she wants to...
This is the next victim.
This is the next victim, yeah.
Whatever. So, yeah, no, I'm the same, man.
So I like
it's not always my favourite, but I think it did work in this book. So... we're on to final thoughts and your rating.
Oh,
give us your final thoughts and your rating.
So I really, really enjoyed it. I love books that I can just get straight into, and then before I know it, I've actually finished it.
Same.
But so it was like a couple of days that I read
same.
this.
I think we both read it in like 2
yeah,
days.
I mean the Easter weekend.
We had a good opportunity.
We had absolute opportunity to actually just sit down and read it, and it just held me, and you want to know what happens. The characters are well written.
Yeah.
They're not likeable,
but
you still want to know what happens to them.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was it's very funny.
Very
it's
funny.
very dark.
But very dark.
And it does make you think about a few things and stuff like that as well.
For sure.
My overall rating, I would say, would be like 4 out of 5.
I think that's what I rated it as well.
Yeah, definitely 4 out of 5. It's a great book. Very recommended.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I could not put this down. I was addicted to this book.
You caught up with me because I started a little bit earlier than you.
And I was just like, I just couldn't put it down. Like, it was so addictive. Very dark, darker than I actually expected to be.
Yeah.
And so I tend not to read books like this that much anymore just because of that. Like, I mean, life is dark enough as it is. But having said that, it was enjoyable. It was also funny.
Yes.
I'm glad there was bits of humour. Like,
it needed that. There was a good mix of it. It needed that.
Yeah.
It needed that.
It was definitely addictive. I'm glad it was like fairly short. I think that was a perfect length.
Yeah.
And I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 as well. Yeah,
good.
That was really good. So thanks for writing this if you're watching, Sam. We
Thanks,
loved
Sam.
it. So I just thought we'd finish the video by talking about what we're both going to read next.
Oh.
What are you reading next?
So next, I have it's like an unwritten rule that when I read a work of fiction, then I usually read like an autobiography.
I love that.
And plus because I'm really nosy, I like to know what people are up to. So Eliza Minnelli's new memoir that came out a couple of weeks ago.
Have you started it?
Just at the it's just a prologue at the beginning.
Okay.
So it's
I'm excited. I don't read a lot of autobiographies, but I feel like I get them from you.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, wait till you hear what happened to Eliza.
Literally, so I'll get a voice note and it'll be like a 10-minute voice note and James will just tell me everything that happened in the book or on this person's life, and I'm like, oh great, I don't need to read it. And I wasn't going to read it, but I'm interested.
But already, so like there was a prologue, and it's so it says as told to, and it's one of our best friends, and so there's a bit of a prologue about Liza herself and stuff like that, and then she does another prologue. So it's 2 prologues before she starts. And then I had a wee glance, and she's already talking about Lara Turner, Elizabeth Taylor in the first chapter. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be great.
That's going to be juicy.
So
she's
and
such an interesting person.
she said she's got like, listen, no stones unturned. I'm telling.
Wow, so it's a tell-all.
So it's a tell-all one as well, because a lot of people have just said things about her. So now she's 80. Yes. She's like that, right, kids. I'm going to tell you. This is it. I'm going to tell you.
Good for her. She's so interesting.
But it's great. But already, it's, she talks about her mum and dad. Mama and papa. And you can already tell the differences between mama and papa.
That's interesting. Well, I look forward to the voice note.
Oh yes, maybe we'll have 10 minutes. My God, do you realise?
We'll just need to do another video.
What about yourself?
I have got it right here. I'm going to be reading Sweet Bitter Song by Rosie Hewlett. Just give that a wee moment.
Lovely book.
It is absolutely stunning. Look at the sprayed edge.
Very nice.
Pillar. So this is the Waterstones special edition that I managed to get my little paws on. I'm not started, so I've literally not even, look at the inside though.
Oh, that's lovely.
I mean, that is stunning. So yeah, I'm going to start that today. It's quite chunky.
How many pages?
How many pages? Let's just find out. It is 486.
Ooh,
486,
right, okay.
Quite chunky. But it's another Greek mythology retelling. And I'm kind of honestly getting the same as you. It's not like I don't read fiction and then non-fiction. I read like a book and then I have to read another Greek mythology. And I actually have read 2 like non-mythology books, because I read Stephen King, 2263, straight into Under the Hammer, and I'm craving my Greek mythology now.
That's
So
it. Yes, you need it now.
it's been too long. It's been like a week. It's been too long.
It's been a week. I've not read anything yet. Come here.
So yeah, I'm so excited to dive into this, and I will send you a voice note about it
I look forward to it.
as well. So yeah, thanks so much for doing this video.
No,
This
thanks
has
very
been fun.
much. It's been good fun.
And
I really enjoyed it.
yeah, no, it's been really, really fun. And thanks, Sam, for writing such a good book.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Go and buy Under the Hammer by Samantha Dooey Miles. You need to be in every video, so you can just hold the book.
Here's James.
He doesn't say anything. He just holds the book. No, go and buy it. Like, highly recommend. Great book by a great up and coming Scottish author. We love you, Sam. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you. Well, you'll probably be back for another video. I'm sure.
Probably.
I'll
yes.
definitely be here. We'll see you in the next one.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.